This is day 2 of the car wash show in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, one thing I'm noticing is everywhere has AI tagged on. Doesn't matter if it's car washes, cell phones, everything is claiming to be AI. But this place looks to do camera systems, so I guess do image analysis.
Every single one of these brands.
Let's find out some more. All right, just chat to the team. Spot AI, they're using everything. Some things a little bit creepy, like you can work out if your worker has gone walkabout and isn't there, which I don't really like. But for things like claims, they can do LPR, license plate reading. You can pull out information. If someone says, hey, you scratched my car, search by the license plate, go find it, prove you did or you didn't. Really nice feature. This looks impressive.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. We had one site.
Really nice system. All stainless steel. Seems to be well priced. You know, using common parts. 340 I've never seen, but here's what it is. Into solenoid blocks. This is a blowdown system, which we have in Portland, but I don't know if we really need it. We have wheat. Not entirely sure what's going on here. Control box, and then all your chemical arrays, all going through similar looking solenoids that we have on the IQ. Looks like it's well built, but it's simple at the same time. Everything has a shut off, which is fantastic. So simple things that make it easier to work on.
How's this going?
Now, when you talk about aspirational, this is where we're looking. If we can finance and find some good sites, all this tunnel equipment could be ours. I think, I don't know which is best, Tommy's, Sonny's, I don't know if they're all the same really. Oh, it's a kid hiding. But you know, you get your, these are the softer ones I felt. So if we can finance $3.5–4 million, well, maybe we can do that. And so I was just talking to the people at Tommy's behind me here. Build out for a new express tunnel, soup to nuts, everything involved, $8 million now. The return on investment forecast of 10 years. So you've got to be doing these at scale for it to make sense. The equipment looks awesome. I mean, they obviously do a good job. They're one of the go-tos, and a couple of real manufacturers that are doing this work, but it's amazing how much money goes into it. I don't know how, but that's Rick's job, because I pick stuff, he does finance. This is the only tunnel wash I might be able to afford. I've always wondered about these. Now, by the time you kit these out, these are about 65 grand. Plus, who knows what. Good, how are you?
Have any specific questions?
I've never seen inside of one of these.
Oh,
both of my sites have one of these like less than a quarter of a mile away, so I can't. So the gentleman was just explaining. Lower and puts a bag here. Motors drive ice up here, and then it falls out. But yeah, 65 grand for this one, up to about 90 grand for the full price. When you're selling 20 pounds of ice for $3.50 or 5 gallons for $1.75, it's quite a lot of ice you have to sell. I wonder what the return on investment is projected as. All the J. Adams stuff. It's an interesting one. Doesn't even have a coin slot, just credit card or nothing. No worries about coins or security. And then you have this, just a switch. Their canopies are so nice. Have these raised up. Still a nice height to service under a big canopy. This is their central vac system. So as you can see, it's all plumbed into one motor, several motors here, one collector. Or you can do it where you have a vac on each of the mounts. Really nice systems. They are expensive though. You're looking like 15 grand a vac as opposed to 2 grand to do one individually. Well, this company knew what they were doing. Put a Cybertruck in on their display. Obviously it's going to catch people's eyes. Really smart. Wash tunnel dual conveyor, so a whole conveyor system. Not just tracks on the wheels, but a whole conveyor. Now you have a Cybertruck covered in fingerprints. So, laser glow arch. What? And it glows just a little bit. Isn't that cool? Well, these are your PDQ, your laser wash 360 plus. Not sure what the plus is. Find out. It's your inverted L. Patent pending technology. Whoop. It's coming to get me. That was closer than I would have thought it would get. Lots of LEDs on there, so this is going to give a good show for people that just like to have the bright lights. Lots of colors here. Onboard drivers. I'm not sure I'm a fan of these. Here's what it is. Let's find out some more about the PDQ Laser Wash 360. You know, I'm sure it's not meant to feel this way, but it definitely feels as a self-serve operator like you're here as the slumlord, the poorer end of the market for sure. You see these multi-million pound tunnels, multi-million dollar tunnels, and then there's me arguing over whether we spend 100 grand or 60 grand on a refit. Different levels, different worlds we're living in, but it's great to see all the technology. We have a different customer base to the tunnels. It's as simple as that. Self-serve people want to wash the car themselves. They don't want to get hit by these cloth wraps, no matter how soft they are. They just don't want to go through that. No, they'll do a great wash. It really will. It's quick. You can do multiple cars at the same time. But we have different customers.
No?
Have to keep telling myself we have different customers. Otherwise, eventually we'll lose all the miles. Checking out the Monex group.
Obviously, I've looked into it.
Sure. Who else could we check out the Monex group with Chris Atkins. He's here being an ambassador for them, singing their praises. We're going to find out a little bit more about Monex. Yeah. Why it's better than Nayax and why you can charge $200 more than Nayax. We're going to find out. So I learned a lot about Monex. Yes, they are more expensive. They are more expensive, but the customer service is there. It looks like you have a dedicated account manager, which is awesome. If things go wrong, someone's going to pick up the phone 7 days a week. Nayax, the experience we had with Nayax was when it goes wrong, you are on your own. Good luck trying to get it working again. So this is problematic, but a very nice lady here has just explained that they look after their customers. 2-year warranty on the parts as well, which is awesome. It's got tap, chip, swipe, and I just learned that swipe is disabled by default so that you don't get chargebacks. The risk of that is reduced, which is awesome because chargebacks suck and everyone hates paying the fee. Especially when it's fraud, it's genuine fraud. Someone has swiped and then said that he didn't, because that makes you judge humanity. But the Monex group tab, payment devices, really, really neat. Configurable for count up or count down, so depending on how you want to run your wash. Here we just hit $6 and we provide our payment. I won't do that because they'll probably charge me. But this is why these trade shows are good, because I had a completely different opinion of Monex. I knew that Chris Atkins used them and loves them, but I had no real frame of reference as to why they were worth the extra $200 over a Nayax unit. But I'm starting to understand how they could justify that. You ever been to a car wash with a massage chair? Huh. So I'm looking at Ginseng here. This is the self-serve unit that they have on display. Although this is what I'm talking about. Look at the size of this. The footprint on this is tiny. Absolutely tiny. So it is just your high pressure unit. So I guess this would be your low pressure setup for that high pressure space saver. Very small though. I mean, you're not really saving much if you go for the Air Logic boards. Flow jets, hydrominders, regulators. Very small footprint on that. That's actually awesome. So we're looking at the DNS IQ self-serve here, running on some 2150 pumps into the brain. So we have the VFDs, 3-bay setup, and all pops out here. And again, this is the stuff I like. You can individually adjust the air and the liquid that's going out. Everything has a shut off. Again, this is a novelty for me because none of our stuff has that. This is direct injection, so we've got the Hydroflex style with the screw-in tips. Different color, different gallons per minute. I'm learning all this stuff, so bear with me if you know it. So this is the 1-bay side. We've got big motors hanging off the back, and the thing I like most about this, sorry Tom, is the footprint. You look how small this is. It is, what, 3 feet wide by, I don't know, 5 feet? 4 feet? No, it's gonna be 5 feet. It'll fit in our tiny pump room in Poland, which is awesome, but it is a little bit expensive. This is the most expensive self-serve that I've found so far, but they sell it on the fact that the changeover times are so short. If you've seen my review of Smyrna, you'll know that they quote 5 to 6 seconds for changeover, and It's actually surprisingly accurate. It does a really, really good job. Everything is easy to service. You have all the solenoids here. Everything's just in an easy place to work on. All right, you might not be able to check the level on the back of the pump because, well, it's a stupid design. Why they put the oil check there, I don't know. But it's such a small footprint. Unfortunately, for 3 bays, you're talking about 100 grand when you can get an Etowah Valley one for 60. It does make you wonder. But yeah, big decisions to be made. This would be great for Portland. It would work really well. And then we have the truck wash over here. Let's kind of look at the IQ Max. So the IQ Max uses 2 pump stands, basically a duplication of the pump stand that we have on our IQ2 up in Portland. But then as you can see, it is huge, absolutely huge. It's basically 2 stacked on top of each other. But you could do RVs, you could do pump trucks, dump trucks, 18-wheelers, articulated lorries, semi-trucks, whatever you think you can wash, you can wash. And it is called the Big Wash. Big Wash, Big Results, IQ Max. So it takes all the plus sides of the IQ2 that we have, all these blasters here, these all spin, and basically just doubles the size. Really, really impressive unit. You do need a 100-foot building, which is the only downside. Now, where my dad lives in France, they have a few of these outdoor semi-truck washings, but they're actually enclosed in plastic or metal themselves, and it runs along the track outside, which, you know, saves you that massive construction budget from actually building the building, which I think this unit would cost you about $340,000, maybe slightly more. But what is the building going to cost you on top? That is a big question. Another new addition from DNS. They have bought Washcart. DNS now owns it, and so now they have their own version of the Nayax Monex style device. A slightly outdated screen, but if it works, it works. I'm slightly concerned about the physical buttons on things. See how they actually hold up when there's chemicals involved, but we will see. Chip goes in there, swipe on the side, and obviously tap. All the things the Nayax and Monex do. I wonder how much they are. Well, we're wrapping up things here at the car wash show day 2. I don't think I'm going to come back for day 3 because I've seen it all. I've seen everything. Some really interesting things going on here. And maybe found the self-serve that I'm going to buy? Maybe. We'll see. If you've enjoyed this video, thank you. I appreciate you getting this far through. Consider a like and a subscribe. And leave a comment, I'll get back to you. But this has been the car wash show, which looks like it's back. It's wonderful. Gotta love cameras. I'll see you in the next one.